There are two new British TV dramas set in a school, and obviously, because it's 2026, one of them is about Somalians, and the other one is about pronouns or non-binary stuff or whatever. I'm not going to talk about the Somalian one, because why wouldn't a British TV drama in 2026 be about Somalians? I'm sure if you go to Mogadishu and turn on the TV, the dramas there are all about Somalian schools that are full of Scottish kids, because I'm sure diversity is important in Somalia as well. Also, it looks like a really good show. Let's have a little look at it.
It's almost been 10 minutes. If no teacher shows up, we're legally allowed to leave.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies.
Oh my days, Salma. Do you have nothing better to do? When a sister salams you, you're supposed to say,
Wa alaikum assalam. Get a job. A real job, unique.
Wow. Can't wait to watch it. Might even start paying my TV license to watch that. No, I'm not going to talk about that one. The one I'm going to talk about is another school drama that's all about pronouns and non-binariness or transgenders or whatever the hell people were banging on about for about 10 years. I mean, it all seems to have disappeared, but for some reason, TV producers still think it's really important to lecture people about pronouns. Let's have a look at this.
Yes. Daphne.
Her name's Dee now, actually.
Yeah, you just dead named them, miss.
I'm sorry. I've known you as Daphne for 2 years. I can't just flick a switch. I am trying.
You shouldn't have to try. You either see them or you don't. I think you should apologise.
I just did. I'm sure she can fight her own battles.
It's they, not she. It's fine. It's not fine, though. It's about respecting other people's identity.
Take a seat, Bancroft, you made your point.
Forgive me. Dee.
I was just wondering if it has to be a Midsummer Night's Dream.
You're not a fan?
Well, there's a consent issue. Titania is drugged before sleeping with Bottom.
Oh, red flag.
It's also anti-feminist, portraying women as submissive and dependent on men.
That's the drama. It frames the teacher Helen as old-fashioned and at fault for getting Dee's pronouns wrong and not saying they instead of she and saying Daphne instead of Dee because that's dead naming. Because of course that's what school kids would do. You know, school kids don't find this all dumb. They exactly mirror, school children exactly mirror what a 45-year-old Guardian journalist says, you know, like not.
Just dead named them, miss.
Make fun of all this nonsense because they know it's bollocks. Also, school kids aren't, these kind, caring people. I remember at school, so the last day of school before the holidays, you get to watch whatever you want or do whatever you want. And in geography, the guy said, what do you want to watch? And we put our hand up and we were like, can we watch the video? We can watch the video filmed during a famine. There's this kid in the middle of a famine. There's this kid in the middle of a famine in Eritrea or something. And he's wearing this Action Man t-shirt. And it was the same t-shirt as one of the kids in the class, Chuffer. But the thing is, this kid in Eritrea, his t-shirt was in better nick than Chuffer's. Maybe they should have been showing videos of Scottish rural poverty in Eritrean classrooms. So that's what kids want to see. We want to see horrible stuff that we find funny. We're not all walking around being, oh, I respect your pronouns. Absolute nonsense. So the official synopsis of this show says that the teacher stumbles over Dee's correct pronouns, is challenged over her outdated views, and the series tagline is, words have consequences, careful what you say, you can't take it back. The director also said that they wanted to explore, is he non-binary? They wanted to explore the impact of words on representation and identity sensitively. Oh man, you know what? I'm glad the oil's getting cut off for these people. These people don't deserve to live a modern lifestyle. I want to see this pronoun guy still trying to care about representation and identity when he's digging in the earth for turnips with his hands so he doesn't starve to death. Where's your pronouns now? So getting back to the thing. Obviously, the student later tops themselves because, the message themselves. Hey, look at me. I used the pronoun. Tops themselves because the message is, if you don't use the pronouns, you're literally committing trans genocide or whatever. And the director, Dominic Leclerc, said, the story explores queer culture from the perspective of younger and older generations. The impact of words on representation and identity is a cultural conversation that is alive right now, and we wanted to continue that in a sensitive way. Man, this is on Channel 5 as well. Remember when Channel 5 had like the News Bunny or Topless Darts or something? Was that Channel 5? I can't remember. How things fall. How every organisation just drifts relentlessly to the left until it's just Guardian TV. Also, I feel like society played the greatest trick on these kids. It was a fad. The people doing the pronoun stuff rose to a peak and then it dropped off rapidly. But society didn't tell these kids it was a fad. Society was like, oh yeah, no, you should totally transition, you'll be really cool. Everyone will think you're really cool. And these poor vulnerable kids are like, oh really? Do you think I should transition? And society was like, yeah, look at the cover of The Guardian. Look at Elliot Page. Everyone will think you're brave and stunning and special if you change your pronouns, change your gender and get your tits cut off, get your dick cut off. And the kids are like, are you sure? I mean, it seems quite drastic. You sure it's a good idea? You'll think I'm cool forever? And society was like, yeah, go for it. Oh, we'll think you're cool forever. So then the kids go and do it. They go and take the hormones and the drugs and the puberty blockers and they get their tits cut off, their dicks cut off. And then society turns around and is like, psych, it was just a fad. It was just like mullets. It was just like double denim. And the kids are like, oh, but this isn't like mullets. I can't just grow my dick out like I could grow a mullet out. I mean, this is a cruel trick to play on these kids. That's a cruel trick to play. Anyway, maybe this drama is actually making fun. Mocking. This is a satire on the pronoun stuff, but man, I didn't see too much satire. Come and see my stand-up comedy tour. It's going to be a banger of a show. I rip into everything. Socialists, environmentalists, Islamists, all of the ists, and Keir Starmer. Been so many Somalians arrive that parts of London just don't feel like Bangladesh anymore. And if you want to support me making these videos, you can join a growing community of legends on my Patreon and get exclusive content, stand-up sets, live streams, all kinds of nonsense from as little as £3 a month. There's Abu Hamza in the bathtub, struggling to get out, but he can't get purchase on the side of the bath because he's got hooks for hands.